E-commerce is about a flow, okay? And at each point of the flow, you want to get a yes at each point of your flow. So someone sees your ad, you want the person to click, right? And go to your landing page. So once again, I want to welcome every one of you. I appreciate your time to be here. We are going to have a great time today, all right? I'm about to show you how to strategically, right, map out your sales funnels to ensure that you stay under the Facebook radar, all right, or the Facebook hammer, and maximize your profit selling health and beauty products on Facebook, all right? What I'm about to share with you are the same strategies and methods that we use, that were applied to this client who was able to generate over 1.3 million in 30 days, all right? And this one was able to pull over 300,000 in just 10 days, That is what you're about to learn about, all right? What I'm about to show, and we did all of this in the forbidden niches, by the way, all right? All what you just saw now, we are done in the forbidden niches, the health, the beauty, the sex as well. Most persons will tell you that, oh, you cannot sell health products on Facebook. Okay, I remember speaking with a client, and she specifically told me that the person who taught her how to go about e-commerce or importation, as the case may be, specifically told her that she cannot run health products on Facebook, right? And of course, you can blame that person. Is obviously a lack of information that resulted to that. All right. So in case you're here, you're wondering, you don't really know me, you don't know who I am. You just saw these on Facebook and you said, oh, it's cheap, right? Let me just jump on it and see what I can learn from this today. Well, my name is Jonathan Melody, and I started my e-commerce journey some 8 years ago. All right. But before then, I started my online journey about 13, 14 years ago. So I have been in this space for a long time. All right. And I've, taught some of my strategies to over 25,000 persons in the last 2 to 3 years. And I'm also the founder of the 10X Ecom Club, all right, the 10X community, if you've not heard of it. And I'm also the author of the 10X Ecommerce Secrets. Okay, this book was published last year. All right. So once again, I want to appreciate you for coming on here. All right. You all will agree with me that time is our most valuable resource, but you have to set aside time to be here. There are people who paid for this, but they're waiting for the replay. But you say, oh no, let me set aside time and make it here. So I really appreciate the fact that you took that time and you're on here. All right. So if you stay with me, if you're here and you stay with me, you are going to learn exactly how you can stay out of Facebook's radar, all right, and be extremely profitable selling physical products online, all right? Now, before you think I haven't experienced some of the things you've experienced, yes, I have, all right? You set up an ad and, it's doing well for a week, 2 weeks, and then you see something like this on your screen. Your ad account has been disabled. Right? I have seen this a lot of times, okay? I've lost a lot of business managers and ad accounts, all right? So yeah, I have felt what you probably are feeling now if you are in those shoes, all right? I have myself. Before we go on and we'll start talking about all of these strategies, there are a few things I want to share with you guys. And why is this actually happening? Why is it that Facebook is always on your case, all right? The first thing is because you don't understand the advertising policies, okay? Sometimes you think that you have done something or you are out of, their scrutiny, but there is something you probably did that resulted to them shutting down your account. So what you need to do is take a day, one entire day, just read the advertising policies. sit down and study the advertising policies. It's going to save you a lot of headaches, all right? Number two is your creatives and your ad copies, okay? It could be your videos. The Facebook AI is not very intelligent that it can read your video, the content of your video, all right? So even though you're trying to use videos as your ad copies, you want to be, be careful the kind of content that you use, all right? Number three is most of you try to outsmart the AI, right? You try to outsmart the AI. I see a lot of people who run health and beauty products. What you see them do is they just direct traffic to a landing page. You just see them have some mock tests, and then the next thing is a button leading to their sales page. So you think Facebook is dumb. They don't know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. You're trying to outsmart them. So you just have a dummy copy on your landing page, and you have a button leading to a page where you have all the scenes. You commit all the scenes on your sales page. Yet you lead them to what is it called, a landing page that leads to this offer page, or where you're selling and writing all of these things, having these before and after photos and all of those crazy things that you have on there. What Facebook sees that is you trying to circumvent their policies, okay? I've said before that this is going to be recorded, all right? So please don't keep dragging me back. All right, the fourth thing is the Facebook pixel, all right, makes the AI very powerful, all right? So when you have your pixel installed, what that does, or what that gives the AI the ability to do is to go through the entire pages on your website. Okay, so with the pixel on your site, the Facebook AI is able to go through every page on your website. So when you think that you're totally off their radar, you're not, because the AI can see what is going on in all your pages, all right, because you have the pixel installed on your entire site, all right? So before we dive really deep into some of these strategies, the hide and seek and the blind spot strategy that you can use, I want to share with you what I consider the four biggest mistakes that people make, all right? And one of them is targeting too broad. And of course, this leads to lack of focus. I know that a lot of you have heard or have seen people who tell you that, oh, do zero targeting. If you do zero targeting, you're going to see results. Now, I'm not saying that you are not going to see the results, or I'm not saying that what they tell you or what they say is wrong or is not true. It is true. You're going to see results with zero targeting. But zero targeting is not what you should start your campaigns with. You can start an ad, you can start a campaign on your ad account, and the first campaign you're running is zero targeting. If you run zero targeting and you're getting amazing results from it right now, I will bet that like over 80% of the time you've run interest specific, like specific targeting before that particular time. So the AI understands to an extent the kind of people to look for. Please have your mics muted, all right? Have your mics muted, please. Have your mics muted, all right? Please. All right, so I was saying that the Facebook AI understands your audience because at some point you've run interest-specific campaigns. So when you come back to run zero targeting, the AI can easily go out and find those specific persons for you. All right. You can just start a brand new account, and the first type of campaign that you're creating is zero targeting. When you do that, it means you're giving Facebook the leeway to go out there and find you the results. What that means is you should be ready to spend money for Facebook to find those results for you. All right. So you don't expect to have amazing results with a new ad account and you're running zero targeting with 2,000 Naira and you expect a lot of sales, right? That can't happen because Facebook is going to try to text different pockets all right, of audiences or of people to find you that particular result that you want. You need to understand that the thing about advertising is specificity. Okay, if you want to be successful with your advertising, you have to be specific with what you want with Facebook. So for instance, for you, you want people to purchase, you want people to add to cart, but then you are running link clicks. How do you expect to have results of add to cart? Or you want leads, and then what you're running is video views. All right, so you guys need to understand that the success of your advertising is dependent, on how specific you are with what you tell Facebook to give to you. The second thing that I see a lot of people make with their entire advertising on Facebook is they don't sell the click. All right, you see people selling the product itself on Facebook. You're telling people, you're crying out there for people to come and buy your brand new products. Is your product is the best product out there, so they should come and buy. All right, the purpose of social media advertising is not to sell, but to get the click, so people can go to your landing page, your WhatsApp, your Messenger, and make inquiries, read more to understand what you're even offering, to take action. You shouldn't be selling on Facebook. All right, what you should be selling, you shouldn't be selling your product. Rather, you should be selling the click to take people off Facebook, because Facebook is a busy place, right? Facebook is a busy place. No one wakes up one morning with the thoughts that, oh, today, right, I want to buy a slimming tea or a slimming bed or a diabetes tea or high blood pressure tea, and I'm going to do it on Facebook. No one does that. You don't wake up in the morning with the thoughts of actually purchasing on Facebook. Nah, that doesn't happen, right? So the first thing that you should be looking at is grabbing attention and getting people off Facebook. That is what you should be doing with your advertising, all right? You must ensure, and when you do this, you have to ensure that your ad text, your imagery has to be congruent with your landing page. You don't have pictures of lipstick, right, on your ads, all right, on your creative, and you're sending people to a page where you have something talking about high blood pressure. There is no connection. What you have done is create a disconnection in your audience, and what that does to you is you lose people, and you are going to piss people off. You turn people off, all right? And that is where a lot of people, try to expect amazing results when what you're trying to do is just clickbait, right? You're getting people to just go on your site. So you are going to be having a lot of clicks, a lot of landing page views, but you're not seeing the results that you optimize for. The third thing that I see a lot of people, the third mistake I see a lot of people make is not retargeting. Yeah, this is a big one. I see people on Facebook commenting that they are doing well. Oh, man, I'm running this campaign. I'm doing so well with this campaign, but I'm not doing retargeting. And I'm like, what the hell? Why are you, like, is it that you don't want more sales or something? Like you're allergic to more sales? Is that why you're not retargeting? Right? So that is what a lot of people don't do. You want to make sure that you retarget, because there are different pockets. There are people who will get to your site, and or people who will see your ad and their newsfeed will refresh. Have you not been on Facebook, you see an ad or you see a post, but all of a sudden your newsfeed just refreshes and it disappears, right? I believe most of you have experienced that. So what happens to that person when the person is actually interested? How do you reach that person again? You have to retarget, all right? Or there are people who go to your page, but then they get distracted. Someone calls them, something just happens, and they abandon the process of actually reading maybe your offer page, going through the checkout process. Something just happens. Something like life happens in almost everything we try to do. All right. So you always want to make sure that you retarget. The fourth thing I see people, and this should be the biggest one, by the way, is I see a lot of people who don't make offers. All right. And when I'm talking about offers, I usually tell people that this is not about you saying buy two, get one free, or you telling people that 9 left in stock to create urgency. All right, that is not it. Your offer, you start making your offer from the headline of your page. All right, you start making your headline, your offer, even from your Facebook ad copy. That is where it starts from. Okay, because I tell people that an offer is like a journey. You're creating a journey for this person. This person is in a place whereby there is pain. Okay, I never plan on going this broad, but I need to explain this to you guys so that you guys understand that an offer is not about buy two get one free. Okay, so I'm going to explain this to you. So you need to understand that with your offer, you are taking people via a journey. All right. So here you have the pain. Here you have happy life. Here you have future results. Right? Now, for someone to go from this point of pain to this point of being happy, what happens is that there are roadblocks. Okay? There are mistakes that they are making to go from this point to this point. And your offer is meant to take care of all of these mistakes and take them from this point of pain to this point of being happy. All right. And your offer doesn't even stop there. I think the most important part of your offer is this part of solving even future problems for them to give them future results. All right. So that is what you want to start thinking about when it comes to offers. So it's not about having people to, and why you're trying to do this, when you're trying to do this, you know that you're actually taking people via a journey. All right. You're taking people via a journey. And what helps you with this journey is your sales funnel. That e-commerce is about a flow. Okay. And at each point of the flow, you want to get a yes at each point of your flow. So someone sees your ad, you want the person to click, right? And go to your landing page. You want the person to go from your landing page into your offer page. All right. All of this process is you're taking these persons through a flow. And what helps you with this flow is a sales funnel. So you understanding the journey of your customer will help you create what I call a profitable sales funnel. So for you to actually create a profitable sales funnel, you need to understand your customer journey. You need to understand who this person is. All right. So what you try to do is you don't try to chase people on Facebook to come and buy your products. Rather, you want to create an atmosphere whereby they end up chasing your product. So someone sees an ad on Facebook, the ad is not selling them anything. Rather, the ad is getting them to click to learn about something. And they go ahead to your offer page, and depending on how well you understand your customer and you're able to make your offers, they go on to make their purchase. All right. And you have to understand at each point of your sales funnel, a little bit of, triggers, emotional triggers that you can have on there, which means you need to really understand the emotional, the buyer's journey and some, how the human mind work, your customer's behavior. You need to understand that. All right. You need to understand that people buy from those they trust. All right. They either like what you're doing, they like you, or they trust you. That's just the reason why they're going to buy from you. So you need to create that atmosphere of they trusting you and liking you. You can't just see someone for the first time, right? For those of you, the guys who are here, those of you who are married, or those of you who have girlfriends now, you didn't see the girl the first day and you told her that, oh, see, I want to marry you, or let's go and have sex, or let's kiss today. Of course, it starts from you introducing yourself, right? Getting to like each other. You creating that what we call rapport, all right? The same thing you want to do, because these are still humans. You're trying to sell to humans. You're not trying to sell to bots, right? So you have to create this trust and likeness to be able to get the kind of response you need from people. All right. And using a sales funnel is what we're going to help you to do this. With this, when you understand this, you end up making more money from your customers. All right. So here is what here are some of the products that we use, the method that I'm going to share with you guys right now. Here is a beauty product right here that we were selling, and you can see that we are not sending people directly to the offer page. What we are doing here is sending them to a page where we get their details. And there is something that we were doing here. What we are doing here is telling them that, see, we have a big idea, all right? And we want to sell you this big idea. So we're not saying that come and buy a tea, okay? We're telling you, say, we have a big idea. What you've seen a lot of things, because you need to understand that your audience, they've been exposed to a whole lot of other things. So what makes you different? What makes you different from every other person is what I call your big idea. So you want to make sure that you have a big idea when it comes to your ad, when it comes to your landing pages. All right. You want to make sure that you have a big idea. If you look closely to what I have here, you see what we have here is we are not trying to sell any form of product with this ad. Rather, we're telling you, see, we have a report for you. Go ahead and read it. Right. So they come on here and there is congruency, right? You see here, say the fountain of youth, you come on here, free report, the fountain of youth, 90% of women saw a dramatic reduction in wrinkles with this doctor's anti-aging secret formula. Now, the doctor's anti-aging secret formula is the big idea that we're trying to sell people. We are not trying to sell people cream. So we are not coming here and say, oh, you're going to get the cream, but we are selling a big idea. Right? So the person comes on here and they are curious. They want to know the doctor's anti-aging secret formula. They go on ahead and type in their details right here and continue, right? Now, the same thing we did with this ad. This is a bot enlargement product, by the way, all right? We are not coming on here. We didn't come on the ad and say how to have this cream is going to enlarge your butt. Rather, we say, hey, see, we have a free report for you. How you can, increase the size of your bum without surgery. It's a free report, right? You don't have to go through all the expensive procedures you have that people go through in order to have that kind of curve that you want. And the same thing we do here, we take them from the ad to the landing page. And here on the landing page, we are telling them about a big idea. All right. So we say, oh, how to get a huge backside fast using a root extract from Thailand. And to them, they're like, okay, what's this root extract that I've probably not heard about before, right? So they go ahead and fill in this form to proceed. The same thing we did with this ad right here. Now, this is for a diabetes product, okay? The same thing we did right here. They come on here. The ad is not selling any tea. In fact, when you see that, you are seeing a book right there. That is what the ad is selling. For them to go ahead and get the free book. We're not saying to come and buy a tea or any of those shit, right? We're telling them, see, we have a free book for you. You probably have heard that there are no cures for diabetes, but what if we tell you that what you've heard so far is a lie and this is the truth? Why not learn about this, right? So they come to the ad, they read that, they click to the landing page, and right here we are telling them the diabetes mistake even good doctors make. That is the big idea there. All right. So to someone who comes to this landing page, the person is like, okay, what is this diabetes mistake that even good doctors are making? I really want to learn about it. So they go ahead and fill in this form and go go to our offer page. Now, the beauty about this thing is that we are not trying to, send people back to their email to go and read more. Now, this is where I'm going to have a graphical representation of what this looks like. So people go from Facebook, they go to where they get a lead magnet. Lead magnet is going to be, of course, your offer. Like I told you guys, your offer starts from your landing, from your headline. All right, that is where your offer starts from. So they come from Facebook, they enter their details on your squeeze page, they move on to your offer page, and of course they go to your, you do all of your, for those of you who try to increase your average order value by providing downsells and upsells and bump offers and all of those conversion optimization things, or to increase your average order value. You do all of that before you take people to your thank you page. All right, that is what you do. So when you try to do all of this, how do you then stay out of Facebook trouble? There are two ways you can achieve this, either with the blind spot method or the hide and seek method. So how does this two methods work? All right. So the first one that we are going to look at is the blind spot method. So with the blind spot method, let me try and erase this. Let's see. With the blind spot method, what happens is that you send people from Facebook. You send people from Facebook to a squeeze page. All right. But this squeeze page is going to be a different domain. I believe if you're here, you probably know what a domain is, okay? If you don't know what a domain is, just do a little bit of Google search. You should know what a domain is, all right? So they come from Facebook, they come to this page, but this page is built on a different domain from what you have your offer page built on. Okay, your offer page will be built on a different domain. Your squeeze page is going to be on a different domain. And on this domain, you can have your pixels. Okay, you can have your pixel code on this domain itself. But on this domain right here, you don't have your pixel codes. You don't even have your event codes right here. So to this, Facebook will be blind to what is happening on this your domain, all right? Because now they don't have a way to read your website. They don't have a way to find what is going on your website. Someone is not going to come from this domain, click through your, through this domain, enter their name and email and try to go to your offer page to figure out what is going on. They are not going to do that. The thing you have to understand is most times what happens with the AI is able, like I told you guys before, they are able to read all of your pages when you have your pixel installed on your domain. Okay, so you have your pixel on this domain, but not on this domain. So you can do everything you want to do right here. Maybe you have your before and after images, so you have a bridge. You have a bridge here telling people, oh, thank you for subscribing. The details of this report has been sent to your email. All right. The details of this report has been sent to your email. So what you optimize for here is leads. All right. That's what you optimize for right here, leads. So this is where you have your lead event code. All right. So they go back to their email. You tell them, you now refer them from your email back to this, your offer page. The report, of course, is your offer. Brilliant, brilliant. I'm telling you, this is brilliant. The report you're trying to give here is your offer. And like I told you guys, your entire page is your entire content of your sales page. All right. That is what a lot of people call it, is your offer. The entire content is your offer. From the point of your headline to the point of your PS, if you have PS on your sales letter, is your offer. Like that is your offer. So you want to know how to get it right, right? It's quite smart, I must say. So here, this is the blind spot because Facebook will be blind to what is happening on this domain. It's easy to create. I will advise that you use entirely different domains. Initially, I was trying, when I started experimenting with this method, I was using subdomains. Okay, I was trying to use subdomains, but then Facebook still reads it because then they know that it's a subdomain. They know that there is a root domain. Yeah, the AI is very smart. All right. So you want to make sure that you use entirely different root domains. Don't use subdomains. All right. That is what you want to do. Don't use subdomains. Use different domains. So the second method is the hide and seek method. All right. Now, my favorite one is actually the blind spot. Okay. With that, it's easy for you to even sell, like, you can go ahead and sell penis enlargement, premature ejaculation product. Now Facebook wouldn't even know what's going on. Okay. So with the hide and seek method, this works if you're probably selling things like maybe diabetes, high blood pressure, beauty products, the hide and seek method, you can use that for it. So how that works is you send people from Facebook. Okay. They go to so you take people from Facebook to your squeeze page and then to your offer page right here, offer page, and you go ahead and do all of your mumbo jumbo of upsell, downsell, one-click offers, bump offers, and of course you take people to your thank you page, right? Now, on all of this part of your site, you don't have your pixel. Like this entire part, there is no pixel. You only have your pixel and your event code on this thank you page. And of course, on this thank you page is not where you are going to sell. You're going to say a lot of crazy things that the Facebook AI is going to read and see that you're doing something that is against their policy, right? So you have your pixel, and your event code on this page. So for instance, here is an example of a thank you page. So the thank you page, the thank you page is where you are having a summary of what someone has purchased from you. All right, is where you are giving a summary. You're not saying having a lot of emotional triggers and a lot of those crazy things that probably you are going to get your account banned, right? You're not having all of those things right there, but rather you just something simple, a summary of what you are, of what these persons have purchased. Okay, so this is a page that you have those pixel code and your event code on. All right. Now the second question that you probably are going to be having is, okay, so how then do I write my ad copy to make sure that they are compliant? Yeah, one, I have a video that I will refer you guys to watch. Okay, you need to watch that video. You're going to learn a lot from it on how to write compliant copies. But I'm going to share something with you guys, okay, that will also help you in writing your ad copies. Okay, when you write your copies, there are things you want to take note of. One is your hook. You have your hook, you have your body, right? Your CTA, and of course your headline, right? Your headline. By the way, if you're thinking about what your headline is this thing you're seeing here that say free report, how to get a huge bump without surgery is your headline. What you see here is you don't have to go through expensive procedures to have the Kim's curve is the hook. Okay, the body is, if I click on see more now, is what the body contains. All right. If you look at this right here, you are going to see the fountain of youth. That is the headline. Will you believe if I told you she is 55? That is the hook right there. All right. So this is what you want to look at when creating your ad copy or when writing out your ad copy. So how do you come up with your hook? Okay, how do you come up with the perfect hook for your ad? You need to understand that your hook is very important because it's the first thing that your audience is going to see. This is the first thing that they're going to see. All right. And there are different ways you can start or write your hooks. It can be results and benefit driven. Okay. So for instance, if you look on here now, I'm saying right here, say you don't have to go through expensive procedures to have the king's curve, right? That is benefit driven. You are going to have big bomb, right? Is results and benefit driven. All right. It could be a social proof. It could be social proof. All right. So what I mean is 90% women reduced wrinkles with this where is it, doctor's anti-aging secret formula, right? That is a hook, right? Another way to do that is using statistics. Okay, what does statistics say about the products or the market that you're trying to sell to, right? Another way that you can hook people to actually read your content is bringing an element of saying that this thing you're seeing right here is new, right? People want new things. So for instance, if you look at this particular ad right here, you see new type 2 diabetes treatment available. New, right? People want something new, all right? Something special, okay? Another thing is using thought-provoking questions. Thought-provoking questions. But don't go ahead and say, are you diabetic? Because Facebook is going to disapprove your ad, and the more you continue to do it, they're going to disable your ad account. This is why I said you should read the advertising policies, okay? You can say diabetes treatment, but you cannot call out your audience and say, are you diabetic? All right? Are you experiencing that fat, ugly look, right? You don't want to call out the condition of your audience or of your market. All right. The next thing you're going to look at is the body of your ad copy. Now, there are two ways that you can do this. All right. One is you show them the mistakes that they are making, the reason why they are not seeing the results, and then the solution. The solution here should be your big idea. All right, should be the solution. So the solution to right here, let's see, having wrinkles and all of that is this doctor's anti-aging secret formula, right? That's the big idea. That the problem, the reason why they are probably having wrinkles is because they are aging and their collagen level of the skin is dropping and all of that. But for them to be able to solve that, they need this doctor's anti-aging secret formula. And of course, then your CTA, of course, if you want to learn more, go here and read more, right? So your headline can be wrapped around your big idea, or it can be benefit driven as well. All right. So this is one method that you can use for your body. Another method you can use is the truth and lie method. All right. So you can say, this is the lie that the media or people out there are saying about this particular problem. But here is the truth. Okay, this is possible. If you want to learn more, click here. This is that short. One thing you need to know is that you necessarily don't have to have a very long copy for it to work. All right, just make sure that you're punchy, you're benefit driven, your big idea is there. What your big idea helps you do is, create that curiosity for your audience to want to know more about what you are saying. Please stay muted. If I find that you are not muted, I'm just going to kick you out. That is what I'm going to do. All right. So you want to stay muted. Okay. So that is what you want to do with your copy. Like I said before, the big idea is what separates you. The big idea is what separates you from every other person. You need to understand that you're not the only one who is trying to advertise out there, who is trying to sell the same thing or trying to sell to that audience. A lot of other persons are trying to sell to that audience. So what separates you from every other person is your big idea. All right. So that is what you want to do with your ad copies. Now, talking about these campaigns that we ran, what made them, these funnels, what actually even made them this profitable, right? Generating, 1.3 in 30 days for people who just got started, with e-commerce. For instance, this person just started this, and in 10 days, we haven't even started scaling yet. And this result does not include what this person was able to generate from other medium like Messenger, WhatsApp. Of course, people go on WhatsApp to, purchase as well. But this was entirely generated from the site. So people are going to the site to make purchases. So what actually made all of these things possible? Why did we experience this kind of conversions, right? One is the message. Okay. It's very, see, I tell people that, in fact, you must not, if you don't get your targeting right, try and get your message right. Because your message is going to separate the wheat from the chaff. All right. You want your message to resonate. And when I talk about your message cuts across your ads, your landing page, your offer page, your upsell page, your downsell page. And for you to do that, it simply means that you really need to understand who your customer is, right? You need to understand or create what I call the empathy map. All right. What are they seeing? What are they hearing? Right. What are they exposed to? And it's easy to find all of these out. Right. You simply have to go to probably a place like Amazon, Facebook groups, YouTube videos, groups, forums that are tailored around your particular niche, and find what your audience is exposed to. You want to be able to speak in their language, use their words. People respond better when they know that, or they feel, when they know or feel that you understand them, right? See yourself as someone who is in the middle of a new city. You're in a new city, probably in a new, let's say in a new country, right? And you're walking around looking for something to probably get fixed and all that. You're not finding your way. And then all of a sudden someone came to you, right? And the person said they can hear you. And funny enough, the person speaks your language. The person is from your tribe or your country, and you guys can flow. What happens immediately is that there is a connection that is established, and not just a connection. There is this instant likeness and trust for that person. So the person can easily tell you, oh, this is the issue that you're having right now. This is how to fix it. And you're going to believe the person. So you want to make sure that you really understand your audience, get to know the language that they use, the words that they use. And to do that, it means you need to go on all of these platforms, do a little bit of research. You have to do a research. A lot of people don't do this research. You need to know that the success of your campaign is dependent on what you do outside of Facebook Ads Manager. The success of your campaign is dependent on what you do outside of Facebook Ads Manager. So your research and all of those things are very important and key to make sure that you put out profitable campaigns on Facebook. The second thing that made this work is the offer. All right, the offer. So I told you guys that is the journey that you're trying to take people through, right? The third thing here is retargeting. Like I tell people, or it's science of statistics have shown that we tend to see something over and over again for us to familiarize ourselves with it. And in marketing, it's called the science of familiarity. And what familiarity does for you in the marketing world is increase your conversions, right? So you want to make sure that you retarget, okay? You retarget with emails, cart abandonment, because people are going to abandon their carts, right? People are going to abandon their carts. People are going to probably not even read your offer. And it could be a lot of reasons. There could be a whole lot of reasons why that happens. Okay. The fourth thing that you want to do is engage your audience. All right. Engaging your audience simply means you're going to have follow-up emails, right? You're going to do content marketing. So you on Instagram, you probably on Instagram, you don't just go on Instagram just posting pictures of your products. You don't just do that. You provide content, provide educational content, valuable content. So people don't just see that, oh, you're out there to just, what's it called? To just go get their money, right? But you're out there to really help them. When people see that you truly want to help them, they will be open to listen to what you have to say. And then, of course, what you have for them. This is what I call the mall sales system. Okay, and that is why we were able to have all of these conversions you see here. Imagine a conversion of 38%, 12%, right? This was possible because we have these little keys on the funnel itself.